Eloi, Eloi, lema sabachthani. Those are some of the words that Jesus said in his crucifixion. You can find those words in Mark 15, verse 34. And those words means, my God, why have you forsaken me? The first thing that I would like you to see is that there was any kind of forsakenness. It was real. But how is that possible? Because your sin and my sin has as result death, has as consequence separation from God. And Jesus, who knew no sin, was made sin to pay your price and my price. He felt this kind of abandonment in this moment because he loves you so much that he is paying what you should pay. The second point that I want you to see is that Scripture is very clear that Jesus knew what was going to happen to him. He knew why he came for. He said to the disciples that he was going to be killed, and besides that he was going to be risen in the third day. So he knew. So when he is asking this, why have you forsaken me, is also reciting something that has been written about him almost 1,000 years ago. And we're talking about Psalm 22. Here you're gonna see that the first words of this psalm 1,000 years before is, my God, why have you forsaken me? It's also talking about rejecting Jesus. It's also talking about people shaking their heads. It's also talking about his garments being divided between them by just like a reward after casting lots. All this is in Psalm 22. The third point that I would like you to see is the fulfillment of the Old Testament. All that God requires is being paid here right now with Jesus. Is the fulfillment of the Old Testament, of your sin, of my sin, being paid with a perfect sacrifice so that you and I can have free salvation just because someone else already paid the price. So if maybe you think that you cannot be saved for what you did in your past, or for what you think right now, or maybe you are already saved, but you have someone in your family that it's lost, he is lost, and you don't know what to do. If it's like that, maybe it's time that you believe these words, and that you arise and you go to that person that is in your heart right now, and that you explain him what means Eloi, Eloi, lema sabachthani.